Hey everyone, and welcome to Recent Releases. This is actually the second one hold on. The second one I'm doing today. This is after I saw Greenland 2 Migration, so by the time you see this review, that review should already be up. But this review is about Primate, the new horror movie that's out in theaters right now. And typically, where January horror movies are kind of just generic, not that great, Primate is actually pretty good. If you ever ask the question, what if Cujo was a chimpanzee instead? This movie will give you what you want. um, and this is coming from me. I am a fan of horror, so I like stuff like this. So if what I just said sounds like your cup of tea, you'll probably like this movie. If this doesn't sound like your cup of tea, this isn't going to sway you probably. But overall, I had a really good time with Primate. I thought that it was very creepy and gripping and all around very well done. Is it a perfect movie? No, but it does have a lot of strengths to go with. And then before I get into those, let me get into the plot of the movie first. So the plot of the movie is pretty simple. It's a, a family and a couple friends get together in Hawaii at a home, and the dad goes out to do something, and he'll be back in a few days. And basically, and they have a. The big thing is, they have a pet chimpanzee named Ben. But Ben gets rabies and goes on a killing spree. And that's basically the movie. Now, saying that out loud probably sounds ridiculous, but the way they handle it in the movie is pretty good. There's some brutal stuff in this movie. Like, some of the deaths made me wince. And I was really surprised they went as visceral as they did. And then once Ben does get rabies, he is creepy and he does skulk around and take his time to try to figure out where people are hiding or how to get to people that he can't get to right away. It's very, very creepy and very suspenseful at times. Um, and the actors all do very good jobs in their roles. And even though I don't know most of them, the one that I did recognize was Troy Kotzer from Coda. That came out like, oh gosh, was it like 5 years ago now? It was nice to see him pop up in this. He plays the dad, so he's not in it a lot, but he's good in the movie. And like I said, everyone else does a very good job too. Although some of them do play the generic stock type characters, but they're not boring characters. Like, they do the job perfectly fine. There are also some of the indispensable characters that you know are just there and they're going to die. And when some of those characters showed up in the movie, I just was like, well, they don't have very long. Um, but what the movie gets right is the tension, the creepiness, the kills, the atmosphere. That's what you want in a good horror movie, and this is a good horror movie. Even if the premise is this simple, sometimes the simplest things can be scary. And I don't know. I was entertained by this movie. And also, granted, like when I saw Greenland 2, that one just felt really generic to me. And this movie could have easily been generic, throwaway January horror stuff. But they really did take the time to make it creepy and interesting and investing. And yeah, I honestly, I can't recommend this movie enough. If you're a fan of horror or creature movies, you're definitely going to get your fix out of this. If anything I said just doesn't sound like your cup of tea, this one, as I said before, probably won't win you over. But I do highly recommend going to see this, or at the very least, get a cheap seat to go and see it if you are if you're so inclined to go see the movie. Okay, well, thank you all for watching the video, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.